Okay, we will talk a little about Gmail now. So you can access your Gmail at mail.google.com. It's also accessible through the app launcher, like many of the other things we've talked about. Some of the most important elements over here on the left hand side, of course, are your inbox, which house all of your incoming messages. Starred is where you may have stored messages that you have marked starred or important. Sent is where you can view the messages that you have recently sent out. And then draft, if you began composing an email and then something happened, like your computer powered off or you accidentally closed the tab before you were finished, that should be stored in drafts for you to get back to and finish. Also, if you scroll down and you click more, you're also going to be able to access your trash. So if you accidentally deleted something that you did not mean to delete, you can retrieve it from there. Or you can also get to your spam this way, and that's where lots of emails may accidentally fall through the cracks and get labeled as spam. So it's good to check that every now and then to make sure you haven't missed something important. One nice thing to know when you are in your inbox, similarly to in your Google Drive, you can search in order to find a particular conversation. So you can search by a particular user. You can search a subject. Another really helpful one to me is to search by the label unread. That will shoot all of my unread emails to the top. Or if you want to be able to search by multiple features at once, you can use that search feature similar to Google Drive to choose which elements you would like to search by. Okay, let's talk about some of the options that you have when you are composing an email. So when I'm composing an email, there are several options down here for me. Some of the options that I think are most helpful are the ability to obviously attach a file or to link something. We talked earlier about sharing something from Google Drive with a link. So for example, if I want to share a presentation, I can right click on that. I can get the link, copy that link, and then I can go back to that email and I can paste the link right there by just right clicking and selecting paste, or with Command V or Control V. But to take up less space or to label things with exactly what they go with, I can also highlight a piece of text. I can then choose link, and then I can paste that link in so that it is linked directly to those particular words. You can also choose to insert a file directly from your drive from email. Another helpful feature is the schedule send option. So if I'm working on an email at 9 o'clock at night and I don't want to send it out to everyone at that time, I can choose the drop down here and select schedule send, and I can choose one of the standard times they offer to me, or I can choose here to pick my own custom date and time for when I want that email to go out. Okay, let's talk about just a couple of the setting options you have for your inbox. When you click the gear, it's going to offer you several just quick settings you can choose from. One of them is kind of the view or the density for how many messages show up at once. Right now I have mine set on default, which is a little bit more of a spread out view, and it also includes any attachments. So if there's something attached, I'm able to see that. If I choose comfortable, it's going to take the attachments away, or compact is going to squeeze many more conversations into my view. You have your theme options, and then down here you have your inbox type. Right now I have my inbox set to default. With default, it's just going to populate my messages by when they were received, which makes the most sense for me. But you can also choose important first. So if you or someone else has marked a message important, that will appear at the top. Unread will keep all of your unread conversations at the top. Or you can choose starred first if you would like to make the conversations that you have starred appear at the top. There are a couple other settings that might be helpful to you, and those are within See All settings. So when you choose that, it's going to take you here. Within general, just a couple of things that you might like to know. Here, this is a good one, undo send. So this is where you set your send cancellation period. I have mine set for the longest period possible, in case I accidentally send an email before I was finished with it, or if I accidentally send to the wrong person. I have a 30-second window in there to go into my sent box and delete that message so it won't be sent out. Also note though that means your messages will be sent 30 seconds after you actually hit send, so they're not going to be going out immediately the moment you send them. You can set up your text style here if you want the body of your text to look a little different. Also down here you can create signatures for yourself, so you can type those into the box yourself, or you can create them with another program and upload as an image, so that you have a default email signature that appears whenever you send out a message. And then here is where you choose which signature you would like to use. And then finally, another helpful feature is the vacation responder. This is where you can set up a message if you would like your email to respond to senders when you are going to be out of the office for a period of time. And just remember, anything that you do set in the settings, you will have to be sure to choose the Save Changes button before those settings actually save.